Hi, welcome back. I'm Jen and this is Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole, my channel all about cross stitch. It's been about 5 weeks since I spoke to you last. I was supposed to film last week and I never got around to it because I've been so busy. So I'm making it up to you today to get this video out, hopefully by tonight. It would be nice. It depends on the internet and things like that. I'd just like to say a quick thank you to all my new subscribers. It's lovely seeing that little notification to say that more people are following and liking and watching my videos. I'm really happy that people like to see the things I create. Thank you. Thank you for popping along and hitting that button and following my journey. It's lovely to see you here, and to everybody that's come back who are already subscribed, thank you. Thank you for coming back and watching another hot mess of a video where I'm still not quite sure what I'm doing. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's fine. So in the last month, I've been super busy doing some designing. I have designed 3 things, one of which is a freebie. I will link them all down below. To start off with, I will show you the first one. So, like a lot of stitchers, I like to watch something in the background that sometimes I don't have to pay too much attention to. So I decided to re-watch first 2 seasons of Poirot. I think it was a BBC adaptation. I could be wrong. It might have been HGV. I don't know. It was with David Suchard and it was on the 90s. I want to say 80s, 90s. And it's obviously set in the 30s. Agatha Christie's Poirot, the gentleman detective from Berlin who everybody thinks is from France, which I never understood as a kid, but I do now. But it's a really good show, and it's something I can just sit back and watch when I'm stitching because I've watched it so many times. And I happened to be scrolling through IMDb, looking at quotes and things, and one hit me that was particularly prevalent in this day and age, and it was, "Do not allow evil into your heart, it will make a home there." And I think we're all so quick to jump on other people and, you know, look for people's faults, that this really stuck out to me. And I thought, I've got to put that into a chart, and I've got to make it. And when I posted the finished thing on Instagram, a lot of people liked it too. It was fun trying to come up with this font, different ways of looking at lots of different fonts on like Pinterest and stuff like that. Not cross stitch fonts, like just fonts in general. You know, looking through old Art Nouveau catalogues and pictures, and just trying to sort of find a font that would work. So I ended up making half of these. So, you know, the I with the 2 dots and the underscore of the E, or exaggerated R. You know, it reminds me very much of the Art Nouveau style, and then hunting through borders, and it was good fun. I really enjoyed making this because these ones I came up with like going, oh, I'll just do one box, and then, oh no, I'll do another box, and oh, I think I'll add onto the end there. And I asked the fellow coven what they thought, and you know, they got some input into it as well, in the help of the designing process, and I'm just really pleased with it. So I just need to finish it now, but I need to find a really good frame for it. I don't want to just put it in a generic frame, so we're going to have to keep an eye out. But yeah, that's "Do not allow evil into your heart, it will make a home there." And that is available on my Ko-fi, which I will link in the description box below. The next one I designed then was on a Sunday evening. Valentine's Day was on the Tuesday, I think. Now, we don't normally celebrate Valentine's Day. We normally celebrate St. Dwyn Wednesday, which is the Welsh Valentine's, in January. But I didn't have my together to get something designed for that. So I sat down on Sunday and I had a little play around with the software that I've currently got. And I came up with this. And I freehanded the lettering. And it actually took me quite a long time to design this, to be honest. Because I wanted the lettering to look just right, like, you know, somebody spent the time trying to carry out in really nice font. And the eye, when I was doing the eye with the mouse slipped, and I actually really like the swirl it's sort of made, so I've left that in place. and the little eye, heart over the eye, and then the X's and O's. And I stitched it on some antique style oatmeal aidery, just like some stashed fabric that I've got, and then I backed it with some just red fabric. And this is a freebie on my Ko-fi. If anybody wants it, they're more than welcome to go and help themselves. You just put 0 in the amount, I want this now, and it'll take you to the get this now, and you press that button and it'll take you to a link, take you to a page where you can just download the PDF and save it to your drive or whatever, and then print it, or don't print it, or save it to your Google Docs or whatever and stitch it from there. But that is Cariad, which is Welsh for love, and I thought it was quite fitting for Valentine's Day, and I managed to release it in time for Valentine's Day, which is great. I'm not usually very good with short deadlines, so the fact I managed to achieve it, I was very, very pleased. I only took a couple of hours to stitch up. It's a very quick, small chart. And I've got to say thank you to Momma Loves You GB, because I told her about it and she posted about it on her Sunday morning briefing video, and I have seen a lot of interest in this, so if anybody does fancy it, go help yourself. It is on my Ko-fi. The final one I've designed this month is I was chatting to Becky Craft, who's got her own Flosstube channel. She's not long done her first video, and it's really fun, so pop over and check. I will link her in the description below. And we were having a chat on Instagram, and bemoaning the fact that, you know, we pick all these designs and, oh yeah, they're going to take long. It's not going to take long at all. And she said, this won't take long, said every stitcher ever. Somebody should chart that. So I said, I'll chart it. No problem. Leave it with me. And the irony of this is it took me 3 days to stitch it. So it did, it won't take long, said every stitcher ever, and it shouldn't have taken me as long as it did. But I found some ideas for some little motifs that I played around with, and I do like these little flower vase type things, which I played about with, tweaking and fitting into the right place. And it can be stitched in any colour, and I was going to do it in a variegated red thread, but I didn't have enough of the one I had, and I wanted to get it stitched like yesterday, so I found enough of this colour and some off-white Ada stashed, and I just got it stitched up. And then I found this frame in one of my bags of random stuff, and I thought, oh yeah, that looks really, really good. So, and it fits really, really well. And I've had such an overwhelming response to this on Instagram. I think this was my most liked post ever, with over 100 likes, so I'm really pleased that loads of people like it too. It really did overwhelm me, actually. I was like, oh my god, so many people really like this. But it does resonate with a lot of people, especially me. And Becky's also stitched it up in black. So I asked her for a permission, and her photo is on the post on Ko-fi as well, as a model stitch, and we had great fun with it. It was really, really good. So thank you, Becky, for the inspiration. I hope you really like it. If anybody wants one of these patterns that I've made, feel free to pop over to my Ko-fi. Bernadette up there. Hang on, there we are. Bernadette up here is on my Ko-fi. My Welsh alphabet is also on my Ko-fi, and oh, can I reach it? My Home Sweet Home is also on my Ko-fi as well. Well, Cartref Mellis Cartref, which is Home Sweet Home in Welsh. But yeah, that's my three makes for February, and I'm really, really pleased with those. I have achieved a lot. My husband was sort of like, oh my god, how much have you designed this month? I'm like, I know, I seem to have like months where I can't think of anything, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I must make all the things. So as you can imagine, with all of that, I haven't had much of a chance to work on many whips. Oh, I did reframe. I prefer spooky as well. I found a really cute ornate type frame, and I glittered it up with some marker pen. and I chuck that. That's another one of my designs. That's also on my Ko-Fi. But yeah, I really like that quote from Wednesday Addams from the TV show on Netflix. So yeah, sorry, I got distracted then. I did have two FOs, so I did finish 2 projects. One I fully finished, and one I need to find the right frame for. No, sorry, I've got 3 FOs. 2 I haven't fully finished, and 1 I have fully finished. This is my fully finish. Let's see if I can find a glare-free way of showing it to you. That is Stitch and Arty, The All Sewing Eye by Hair Moon Crafts. Morti from the Coven, we were all having a chat, and this idea sort of percolated and then was created by Morti, and oh, there's all the glare. And she designed this, and it's absolutely fantastic. Oh look, you can see my bedroom. Yeah, that's all DMC metallic. The colour in the middle is my favourite colour, and then I've used yellow etoile for the triangle, which is all sparkly. Words fail me today. So I'm really pleased with that, and obviously I found a nice black frame, and it's there is no way I can show this without glare. But yeah, I finally finished it, and I'm really pleased. It didn't take me as long as I thought it would to stitch, because there's a lot of fractions in triangle, but I'm really pleased. Once I sort of got my head down and concentrated, it wasn't difficult to get stitched up at all. If you're interested, I will put the link for this down in the description box below. Oh, there we are. You can kind of see it that way. I keep forgetting that I should show things without the glass on them. But yeah, that's Stitch and Arty, The Also an Eye by Hair Moon Crafts, and it's designed in a way that like I've picked blue, you pick what your favourite colour is. And yeah, I really enjoyed stitching that. It was really fun. And that's stitched on 27 count even weave in black. I'm pretty sure it's 27 count. Yes, 27 count even weave. There's going to be stuff piled everywhere. I then hang on, finished, move my whips out of the way. I then finished this, which I haven't fully finished yet, which is Move Forward in Love by Modern Folk Embroidery. Once I sat down and concentrated, I got, you know, a good quarter-ish done a night, and this was finished fairly quickly. I loved stitching this. The colours are beautiful. It's a beautiful pattern to stitch. I wasn't going to do the red border, and then I was sort of talking to my husband, and he's like, well, it would finish it off. If you're going to put it in a white frame, that red border would like show that, you know, it would bump. It would give the impact that I think it needs. So we did do the red border in the end, and I just love it, and hopefully I can find a really nice frame, and I'm gifting this to my sister-in-law and her partner, and I think they'll really like this, hopefully, fingers crossed. But I love this, and I'm definitely going to do more Modern Folk embroidery patterns, just because they're so really nicely made, and I just really enjoyed it. I'm really glad I sat down and put the effort in and got that finished. And I do feel like I've accomplished a lot this month, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 finishes, because I'm going to show you the last one now. Michelle Momma Loves You GB showed this as a freebie I think this was before Valentine's, and I went, oh, I really like that. And it's Token of Love by Mill of the Floss Samplers, and I chose a Jodrey thread. The violet, the fabric is 27 count Murano in violet, and the thread is Summer Pudding thread by Jodrey Designs, and that took me 2 nights. I sort of did one half and then I did the other half, and I did this while I was watching Clarkson's Farm season 2, which I really enjoyed. But I love the way the thread has sort of accentuated parts of it. I just need to figure out how to finish this. I'd like to make it into a cushion, but I've never done anything that's not straight lines in a cushion, so that could be interesting. But yeah, that's my other finish for the month of February, and I really like it. And finding little designs like this are great for using these beautiful overdyed threads that I have, because I don't really know what to do with them. I've got all these beautiful threads, and I was just like, well, now that I've got them, what do I do? So I'm finding little things like this that will more or less use up a skein. I don't think this one did. I think this used just over half, and I can do little motifs and things with the colours, and I just really liked it. And I've got a couple of other freebie Valentine's-y ones that I need to sit down and stitch, so it might be a month of smalls coming up in the near future, and then maybe a month of FFOs. So that brings me on to my 2 whips, because obviously I finished 2 whips. Because of all the designing, I didn't get much done on cryptids. I have almost finished the Nightcrawler box, or the Haunted Pants. I just need to finish off filling in that bit and then getting on with the Haunted Pants. So hopefully this month I can get this finished, and maybe cryptids stitched up the top. That's going to be my plan for this month. This I was stitching while watching, oh, what's it called? Down to Earth with Zac Efron. I've watched loads of weird random stuff this month, but I'm really enjoying this actually. Once I get into the routine, or once I get into it, it comes on quite well now that I know how to stitch with the toile as well. Because at first I found a toile quite messy. I was like, oh, I don't know if I like this. But when I figured out that I needed to condition the thread a bit first, it does actually stitch up really neat. So yeah, Haunted Pants is nearly finished, so hopefully I'll get that finished this month. And I don't know if I've actually done much on Wednesday's window. There with, like I said, because I've been so distracted with all the designing and stuff. I've started filling in down here, but there's not much progress on Wednesday's window. Sorry, I know a couple of people are excited to see this, so I think tonight maybe I'm going to sit down and try and get a couple of the panes done, or at least those two finished, and maybe this one started, and I'm going to work up like that, just to, because this is going to look fantastic when it's done. And the Spicy Stitcher has designed such an amazing chart, so I will leave the link down below for this as well, because it's bloody brilliant and I love it. And I think it'll look really good with I Prefer Spooky by it as well. But yeah, not much progress, but little. I think I filled in a couple of boxes, but yeah, I got distracted with the designing of things. And I did get a new start, and this is pretty much a night's work. I watched that 90s show, the follow-on from that 70s show, and I got like a massive nostalgia hit and thought I need to go and watch that 70s show, and this came up on my recommends on Etsy. I don't know how well the fabric's going to show though. The fabric actually has rainbow bubbles on it, and this is Kelso in his token jacket, and his arm's going to be here, and the wood burn is going to go there, and this is a night's worth of progress with the colours I currently have. I don't actually have all the colours for this, so I need to order, but when I saw it, I was like, I have to do that. And yes, I did break my pattern buying stint because I really wanted this, and I was like, I need it. So hopefully I don't break that again. But this fabric is not showing up fantastically well. It's got bubbles all over it, and if anybody watched that 70s show, they'll remember that a lot of the scenes were transitioned with like bright flowers or bubbles, or, you know, them on a trampoline or helium and stuff like that. So I thought that background was going to look really good with this. And that is it. And that's only 20 minutes. I thought this video was going to be a lot longer. No purchases apart from that pattern and that fabric, because I loved it and I needed it in my life. I could have bought so many more things though. There were so many things I wanted to go and buy, and I'm doing my best not to spend like the little amount of money that we got at the moment. But yeah, that's it. That's all the things I've done, the designs, the works in progress, the new starts, and I'm really pleased that I have all these amazing things to show you, and I'm managing to keep up with more or less my monthly videos. I know this one's 5 weeks instead of 4. Those are all my projects this month, my FOs, my FFOs, my projects, my new start. I've got a couple of shout outs to do. I keep forgetting to do this every month, so I've actually got a post-it note that's been stuck to my desk area, reminding me going, you need to do this. So these are a couple of the channels I've been watching. So you've got Becky Got Craft, as I mentioned earlier. She's just started a Flosstube and some lovely projects, lovely bubbly personality and just brilliant video. Definitely make another one back. Cam Stitches, lovely, beautiful projects. Oh, lovely projects. Really nice choices in fabrics and colours as well. Doing a lot of collabs with other stitchers, Julie, Kansas City Girl in the Colorado World, and the Museum Stitcher, and Megan Babauta. Then you've got Stitches with my Littlie. That's a new channel, mother and daughter, and they're showing you all the projects they're working on at the moment. That's definitely a good watch. Elizabeth Stitches, again, another lovely little channel. Ros Clark Craft, does a lot of her own designs, some fantastic designs as well. I really like some of those. Then you've got Stitches with Charly Feathers. I've been watching her a lot lately. Yasmins Made with Love, Momma Loves You GB, obviously Mad Morti, Stitchy Rin, DNAGeekCraft, Stitchy Cat Lady. Who else have I got on there? See, I'm going off the list now. I'm thinking, oh yeah, and them. I should really have my my list up so I can tell you all the wonderful people that I am following and watching their progress of. So Be More Creative. I love her designs. She's doing like a cookie cutter series at the moment, and they're really, really cute. I'll have to start writing them down. I'll have to give you another list next month, because I think I'll run out of like memory or something if I have to like carry on. So yeah, definitely I'll try and link as many of those down below as I possibly can, so you can go along and watch the channels and see if you enjoy their content, and maybe add a nice a little like there and a subscribe, show your enjoyment of everybody's projects and things. So it's been lovely talking to you today, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care everyone, stay happy and healthy, and enjoy stitching.